Hey everybody, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is Terrence, aka T-Money.
If you smell what the lion is cooking.
I hope y'all enjoyed your 3-day Veterans Weekend. For those who had the 3-day weekend, we're back. And it's a Wednesday. Yeah, but so let's go ahead and cover Friday night and Smackdown. About to say 205 after that. Excuse me. And 205 Live. 205 Live, from what I understand, is a little iffy, so we'll cover this real quick. Ultimately, with this, it's getting down to the wire with Survivor Series in 2 weeks, and things are getting heated between all three brands. Starting off with the fact that Smackdown business, we have King Corbin coming out to ring with a little fun animation of the big iconic figure of the, I think it's a, what is it, a pit bull? With the little, that effect you see with the dog when Roman Reigns comes out on the stage.
Yeah, I think it was pit bull.
Yeah. It's not a Rottweiler.
Yeah,
I know that.
Roman Reigns is the Rottweiler.
Yeah, he go. That's all you see is him making fun of him, saying that he is making doing charity work and all that, and saying that he's gone soft. Well, he's not even there to hear this, and so he's calling him out like a coward. And then later, Roman Reigns does show up, and Shorty G, member of Team Hogan, ultimately fills him in on what King Corbin was saying. Also, this is the information that they were mentioning is when, I think, a couple of weeks ago, several weeks actually, when they first showed WWE backstage, is when they actually showed Baron Corbin jumping Roman Reigns after his interview, or actually during it. So that's still unsettled, even after a crown jewel. Okay, moving on to the list. We have the New Day against the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. What the hell's wrong with my mouth? The Revival as the defending SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I'm about to say Raw, that's why. Yeah. In my mind, I'm saying SmackDown, and all of a sudden I said Raw. Which case, this would be a perfect opportunity with the absence of Xavier Woods, still injured. Kofi Kingston and Big E would actually get the drop on the Revival, and ultimately, I guess since they couldn't do it to the WWE champion, Brock Lesnar, since he went over there, and they sure as hell can't do it to the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, since he's having one of those every so often title matches.
People are saying that Kofi Kingston is no match for Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, we saw that. 9 seconds. In which case, this would be that time on SmackDown where the title picture ultimately changes before Survivor Series. This time, not the WWE Championship, or in this case, the World Title picture. It would be the SmackDown titles, with Kofi Kingston and Big E becoming the new SmackDown champions, tag team champions, and going in to fight the Viking Raiders, Raw tag team champions, and the Undisputed Era of the NXT tag team champions at Survivor Series to show brand supremacy. I'm sorry, I gotta say, the ones that look like they're gonna win is the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say that because it's like down to which one's gonna win, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT.
And they're what? 7-time? Yeah, they're 7-time. The 3-faction New Day are now 7-time. Oh, I said duo. Sorry. Trio, New Day are now 7-time tag team champions. Mostly SmackDown. Next up, we have the Heavy Machinery supposed to fight in a tag team match, but are then jumped by the 4-member NXT UK brand, but still members of the NXT Imperium, along with the champion of the UK. They wreck.
Walter, what's his name?
Yeah, Walter is his name.
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't mentioning him by any names.
Okay.
And poor Heavy Machinery, poor Otis and Tucker, man. Oh yeah! Oh! Got jumped.
They didn't see it coming, but it happened.
Next up, we have Shinsuke Nakamura going against Ali, and ultimately, Ali would get jumped by Shinsuke Nakamura.
You said...
Yeah, I know. This is what happened in the show.
Okay.
And then Shorty G comes to his aid because Cesaro got in the mix too. No, actually, no. That was last week. Sorry. Because earlier in the night, see, that's what I was trying to remember. We would have Daniel Bryan talk to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn trying to win him over once again to come to the side, his side, with Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro to ultimately try and make the group that he's forming bigger. They don't have a name, but apparently a group is trying to be formed by Sami Zayn and his cunning. Since he can't wrestle, he's going to be a manager of several individuals, if not one group, in which Daniel Bryan, he has his eyes on. Unbeknownst to them, lights would shimmer. I thought it was a glitch or something. Nope. The lights would definitely go out, and in that moment, the Fiend appears and attacks Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry. Sami Zayn is a coward. If that was you being attacked, like the Fiend was literally right behind you, I would literally just purposely throw you as hard as I can just to get assaulted. I would have done that. Before that, it would be the match where Daniel Bryan watches as he speaks to Daniel Bryan saying, watch Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro at work. And they fight Shorty G and Ali as Daniel Bryan watched and saw Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro with Sami Zayn in their corner win the match. And he's thinking about it. And that's when the Fiend attack. Damn. So it looks like we're going to have a match between the Fiend and Daniel Bryan. Because he literally just attacked him. So that usually stipulates a title picture. Next, we have Sasha Banks fighting off against Nikki Cross before the NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler shows up and attacks Bayley once again. Damn. Bayley ain't getting no love. We have Tyson Fury make his appearance on Friday Night Smackdown to call out Braun Strowman, but instead of another match, apparently they're chums now. Because then they said if they team up, there ain't nobody that's going to take them on. And Braun Strowman's all for it. And then they say there's nobody stupid enough to come down to that ring and get all four of these hands. Until B Team shows up, just being those idiots. And getting their asses whooped. Next, we have Carmella and Daniel Brooke fighting off against Fire and Desire, which, you know that time, we gotta say it's Sonya Deville and Mandy. And they lost. For once, Carmella and Daniel Brooke won a match as a tag team. Good on them. But we know our boy Xavier Hill and you are not happy that their girl, the God's greatest creation, Mandy Rose, Mandy is say Mandy did not get the win.
I miss my other girl though.
Alexa Bliss?
Yes.
She'll make a comeback. Her and Cross are not done.
But right now she's injured.
Finally, we have Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. And I hate to say this, but I saw this coming. He was going to cheat. And no sooner did we find out it would be the former Raw Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, not Bobby Roode. He doesn't go by that name anymore. It's still Robert Roode. Would come out to distract Roman Reigns, and he would knock them both out, giving King Corbin the opportunity to give him the end of days and gets the win. And now we have in Corey Graves saying that he is in fact lost his touch and he is soft, but it was technically 3-on-1. So heels can actually say they're proud of that. I'm not. I'm one of those people who, if I'm with a team, we get it done as a team. If I'm doing it by myself and I couldn't have done it by myself, then I'm like, well, shoot. If I'm not a heel, I'm not proud of this. So with that said, that's pretty much it for SmackDown. Go ahead and look up 205 Live. And while he does that, a shout out to the remaining Heaven Monsters podcast members, Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to Renee, Pharaoh, Chris Petrie, and Delvin. Seriously need to see if we can get Delvin back to come over for this Survivor Series. I need to see. I need to experiment with the freaking phone and the stand. I need to find out how we could get everybody in the freaking frame. That's gonna be fun.
What day is 205?
It's on the same day. Same day.
Okay.
On the 7th, right?
Friday was on November 8th.
November 8th? There you go. Look on November 8th. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And first of all, I was literally watching this again because I was like confused as to what's going on. First off, we have a match that actually took place on NXT because of the yellow ropes. These weren't blue ropes that you would normally see. This was on NXT. So we would actually have this, and Mansoor goes up against Brian Kendricks, and Mansoor is the winner. Go ahead.
I thought it was purple ropes.
I know, right? But what? You see? They're yellow.
You said blue.
Usually because they have the recording right after SmackDown. Then we have Lio Rush going up against
Raul Mendoza.
Again. But this time, again, Lio Rush defeats him. It feels like a repeat. That's what it feels like. And that's pretty much it. This one was a very short show. So there's nothing else to cover of that. So I guess 205 Live is losing its ratings because they're having to show repeats. Mm-hmm. Literally according from one match in NXT to another match. So, sadly to say, there's nothing much to cover on 205 Live. So that'll be it for this show, unless you want to talk about what happened on Backstage, but we can cover that when we do Monday night and NXT, because literally WWE Backstage is on Tuesday. You want to do that? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll do that. Yeah. Because somebody showed up at the end of the show.
Though they're still not cool with someone.
Yeah, with that somebody. No, so with that said, this is the end of the show. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button, like the content, and hit that notification bell right there if you want to see more of the Heavens Monster Podcast. I'm SergDragon. This is T-Money. We'll see you next time.
Bye.